Okay, we are back. So, we are currently working on getting our economy going here. We need to get our food back positive, and we really desperately need to get our energy credits positive. So that is incredibly important. We're going to sell off some volatile motes, and let's proceed here. Another thing that we really want to do is we really do want to get some of these terraformations done. To that end, I would like to potentially sell off a few rare crystals here. And maybe a few minerals as well. So we sell off something like that for our minerals. Actually, this should be fine. We're making tons of minerals here. We could even bump up our monthly sell order on minerals up to like 550, and that should be plenty. That'll help offset our energy credits a little bit. A little bit. Emphasis on the little. And from there, we have 5.6k. So I would then like to start terraforming this world. Cool. Now we're going to run out of energy credits quickly again. That's fully expected. We're going to sell off a few exotic gases and a few rare crystals to help us buy a little time. And let's see how that balances out. Now, another thing that I would like to check, we don't have access to trade as a hungering swarm. So that makes things a lot harder on the energy credit front. I want to check if there's anything in here that we can use. We're currently on balanced production, equally to the production of raw resources and finished goods. Menial drone output plus 20, minus 20 from complex, and vice versa. Okay, are generators a menial or a complex drone? Menial. Okay, so in that case, we absolutely should stay on mixed. I don't know about that. I don't necessarily love having it on mixed, but I guess it's okay. Now we are going to run out of something soon. Not sure exactly what. I think we just didn't have enough minerals on hand, maybe? This seems to be okay. Yeah, that seems fine. Minus 137? Okay. We'll reinforce all of our fleet ships here. Words. There we go. 5k to go there in terms of alloys. And once we have our alloys done, that will help things a lot. But I really do want to get some of this economy stuff underway here. Like properly fixed. This is a Forge world right now. I'm thinking about... Hang on a moment. Metallurgist upkeep. We don't have metallurgists. We have catalytic drones. So we should absolutely, in that, theoretically, in that case, we should absolutely be on a generator world here. And basically, on every Forge world, this doesn't do anything for us, in theory. I don't know that for a fact. Approximate jobs upkeep 15. If we change this over, this isn't going to do anything either. But if we change this over, 18. Okay, so it does work with catalytic drones, but that is food. Okay, good to know. This being a Forge world is okay. This being a Forge world is not. We want this to be a generator world. This being a Forge world is fine. So is this. This is a refinery world. That's not necessarily great. We should have this be a generator world for now. We can change that over later. If you make new colonies, the 2 pop you transfer back and make the colony again. Don't know if it still works. That sounds like the kind of thing that they would nerf. But we could check like over this way. Under most circumstances, what I would end up doing, let's see, we have how many pops here? We have 3 pops here. We could check. So we would resettle these over to, say, one of our generator worlds. Like this one here. It is an Arctic world. Yikes. That needs to be terraformed pretty badly. Can we actually terraform while we are... No, we don't have ecological adaptation. But, okay, so that's definitely a problem. We need to try this, though. Absolutely. There's actually 4 pops here, but we'll move this over to here. This stopped going. Oh, right. There we go. And it would cause us to abandon the colony, but it costs 200 influence. Ah, that's a way to spend our influence then. So we do that, and now Grasping Branch is no longer settled. Yeah, that's a good call. That works. Of course, we don't want to immediately resettle this one because this is Savannah World. Did the buildings remain? I'm guessing no. But we didn't have too much on there anyway, which was why I was willing to force science that one. That's definitely something we can do once these terraform. I don't want to give up any of our existing worlds, but once these terraform, sure. We could also potentially do it with these Gaia worlds, but I don't want to risk making these guys too angry. But yeah, 200 influence isn't too bad. I like it. That works well. So this generator world here, of course, it requires amenities, and that's largely because hazardous weather, but that's more energy credits from jobs. But this is an Arctic world here. And that's rough for us. No doubt about that. Do we have anything in here that we can do to improve that? No. Okay. Just wanted to double check that. We'll put in a hive nexus and a generator district. And we're going to need more energy credits, of course.
Technology conceived.
That'll keep us going for a couple more months. Naval Cap has come in. Society research from brain drones. That sounds good. Apparently we hit an energy shortage. I didn't think we did. But okay, I guess we hit an energy shortage there. We are positive in energy credits. Surely this is a fluke. It's a fluke, right? I'm pretty sure that's a fluke. Let's see, just checking in here. 2 of 9. We should switch over like this. There we go. Okay. Definitely prioritize the maintenance drones, or rather the tech drones, not maintenance. Yeah, tech drones. That's what we want. Okay. This is completely fine. That's a maintenance drone. That's not necessary to prioritize that. Maintenance drones. It's not necessary. But okay. Tech drones, yes. Maintenance and tech looks very similar. They are different, but they look very similar. This is tech, this is maintenance. Okay, that's going to be a lot of energy credits coming in from that one. And this one too. Yep. Cool. And this one doesn't have any tech drones, but that's fine. 74 available jobs on Grassy World. Hilarious. So we'll probably funnel them onto Grassy World if I had to guess. But you can now see our food is a little bit more negative. That's okay. We can buy in some food here. And if we were to buy, say, 150, just to get our economy balanced, we'll try to wean ourselves off of this. I should just be doing this. There we go. We'll try to wean ourselves off of this. But if we were to buy in 150 food, what would that do to our energy credit situation at this time? This agri-world requires a job. And that's good for us. We absolutely want an agri-world to be wanting a job. So we'll build an agriculture district. Amenities are still going to be a bit of an issue over here. There's no doubt about that. Okay. This hive nexus will be done soon, and a generator district here as well. This is set up as a fringe planet. We should obviously have this as an agri-world. That's got that same 70 or 25% output. So that's great. What is a deviant drone? A deviant drone is a drone that... Oh, we don't have an offspring nest here? Yes, we do. What are you talking about, game? We have an offspring nest on both of those. Okay. Back to what I was saying. A deviant drone is a drone that decided not to follow the hive mind's ethics. it essentially cannot function within our society. And I'm not sure where you actually saw the deviant drone. I know that we had some deviancy that came up. Let's see here. Where was that? In here somewhere. I know that we had some that came up, but I would prefer not to have any deviant drones. That would be nice. Yeah, I'm not sure where it is. It may have gone away. But functionally, if you're familiar with Star Trek, it's kind of like the Borg, where you have a rogue member of the Borg that like ceases functioning. Like, for example, Hugh would be considered that. And then he's really no longer part of the hive mind. It's a similar sort of concept. So we are currently losing exotic gases. That's not necessarily great, but it's okay for now. These terraformations are going to be done eventually. There was a slot open for a deviant drone on a planet, but not filled. What? That's weird. I mean, I'm sure it was a menial drone. Oh, right here. Yeah. That's strange. We can fill the job? Okay, I don't want a deviant drone, so that's not going to be what we're going to do. We're going to prioritize food production here. It's definitely strange that we can have a deviant drone job there. It doesn't actually output anything. I assumed that it would just automatically prioritize that job with a drone. Weird. We're missing offspring. What? We have the offspring nest right here. What's wrong with this? Menial drone output minus 50% because we're missing offspring. Let's try disabling it for a month tick. Oh, it's because we don't actually have the job filled. Right. We need the offspring job. Like that. There we go. That's better. Now it'll work. And we're missing an offspring. Yes. That's what it was trying to tell me previously. Got it. Got it. Okay. No problem there. So I suppose one thing we could do is we could look to repeatedly colonize like any world, literally anyone, like this one. Ronin Prime here. We'll head out over there and we can spend our influence on getting those 2 free pops essentially. Is that because of the 23% criminal stat on the planet? Possibly. This particular one, you can see here, this is our current deviancy. It's not actually criminality in a hive mind, but it is deviancy. Not active since you don't have the pop for that slot. Yeah, yeah. We are at 10% deviancy here. And that's probably what is, well, not in this case, but where was that other one at? Was that Grassy World? Yeah, 23% deviancy here right now. And that's probably what's allowing us to have a deviant drone. Probably. But I did see an event that popped up that gave us additional deviancy a while back. We are positive on everything but exotic gases. We should probably do something about that. We'll buy in 2 exotic gases per month. That may put us negative in our energy credits. I would not be surprised to see that happen. We're very tenuous in this economy right now. And we're going to need to do something about that. This first contact is kind of bothering me, and we're going to get it done. I don't know that there's anything that's really needing to be done there, but we're going to get that done. Kerbal is currently a nest planet. I feel like this needs to be an agricultural planet temporarily, but this would be an absolutely better industrial planet. So I think we're actually going to go for an alloy foundry. Okay, we now know where this wormhole connects, and it connects here. Only slightly awkward. Very slightly awkward. Our capital requires a job, and I think the way to go on that is absolutely to build a research lab here. And this wormhole, yep, that was explored. First contact event, living crystals. Oh no, we've already destroyed the living crystal, but we're going to get that over with. I would love to get up to here, but we don't have jump drives. Sutharians have displayed psionic potential. Okay, we are negative in energy credits, which I did expect. So that's fine. I do want to back off of our buy order of food by at least 30 here. And I want to increase our sell order by 20 on minerals, just to offset that. Cool. We are now positive in our economy, temporarily. Starbase in the wormhole system. Yes, that is absolutely something that will be very important and not something that we can really afford to get right now. We still need to be working on getting our naval cap fully reinforced, or rather our fleets fully reinforced, and that's more important because we need to project on paper power to keep the AI from attacking us. You'll notice they haven't attacked us for a while, and that's great. Why are some of these hyperspace lanes so thick? When you zoom out here, it's really obvious. This is a really thick one. This is much thinner. In our territory, they're all uniform. I'm wondering if this is some sort of an indicator. That's the hyperlane map mode. Union's map mode is fine. Empire map mode, of course. I'm wondering if this is some sort of an indicator about traffic level or about trade routes, perhaps. I've never noticed this before. That's very interesting. I'm not sure what they've got going on there, but sure. So we're going to colonize out over here eventually. This agro world requires a job. We are really happy to see that. And I also want to start clearing some of these tile blockers. There we go. Hyper relay, the new structures. Okay, so that has something to do with the hyper relay that's here then. Okay, sounds good. It allows fast travel between adjacent systems with a chain of hyper relays. Okay, so presumably that's what we see going on down here. Borders have been closed. We have this first contact event, easy prey. Easy prey.
The others reach out to make contact with our mind.
Wonderful. We've got... Why is this not allowing me to build these last two ships, I wonder? That's strange. We've only got a few more fleet ships to build. That's great. Hopefully that will be done fairly soon. And our colonization over here is finishing up soon as well. So we'll offer these guys food. 250 food is okay. We can back off on our food buy order by another 20. That looks great. I would love to get our hands on ecological adaptation. That would be an amazing tech to get. Right now, we don't have access to that. Plasma thrusters would be good. Alloy mega forges, I think, would be even better. So we're going to go for alloy mega forges. We don't have any offspring here. We should definitely prioritize offspring drone. And same thing here. There we go. Really good in big empires, so you should get the tech fast. I mean, sure, if it shows up. But my question is, how much better is that than just building a traditional gateway network? I don't know. We'll have to feel that out. I mean, a traditional gateway network usually just does the same job, right? It allows you to get around your empire quickly. So... And there's also the question of, if they take over this system, they can then get around this section quickly, and you can't get there. So there's that too, in theory. I don't know how exactly that works, but that's my current thinking about that. Obviously, I haven't played with them, so it may well change. It probably will change. This fringe planet requires a job and housing, and this really should be an industrial world. It really should be. So we're going to put in an industrial district for now. Enemies can't use them? Okay. Even if they take your system, which when we're a devouring swarm, they don't occupy the system. They fully annex it immediately, like in Hearts of Iron. So even in that case, I guess we'll find out. That'll be very interesting to note. So Menok Prime is going to be finishing up its industrial district soon enough. And we're going to get our colony ship over here soon as well. This terraformation will be done soon enough, and we're going to make full actual colonies here. Enemies can't use them if they don't have them connected to their own. Okay. So maybe they can use them, maybe they can't. I mean, that works kind of the same way that gateways do. If they capture the system with the gateway, they can use the gateway that connects to their network, but they can't connect it to your network. So I'm assuming it's a similar sort of concept. Which still makes me wonder what the point of doing that over building a gateway network is. I don't know. We'll have to experiment with it. So at this point, we need to get some of these terraformations done. We're positive in all of our resources, which is great. I'm going to back off on this buy order a little bit. I'm actually going to increase the sell order a bit. I want to be building up energy credits. I'm going to sell off some food. And we're going to start another terraformation. I think size 14, size 10, those aren't great. Size 22 is good. We'll go with this. Terraform that to a tropical world. So we'll get that underway, and once that's good to go, that'll be fantastic. So if you just make like a blood vein chain in the middle of the Empire, it helps. I mean, yeah, if you're trying to fly through portions of the Empire. But if you just build a gateway at your frontiers and then never lose the frontiers, you can just teleport around functionally. Maybe it's much cheaper to build these hyper relays. I don't know. Maybe it is. Because, I mean, it takes quite a lot of alloys and quite a lot of influence to build a gateway network. And a lot of time.
We have claimed a new nest.
Cool. So that's on Roman Prime. That'll be finished up soon. And the plan here is just to pull them off of there and move them onto, like, Grassy World. That'll be the idea. Why do we have a civilian industry factory here? Let's just demolish that. I don't want to pay the upkeep. The research complexes here would eventually get repaired, probably. But that's all fine. Make the homeworld the heart and hold like one system from chokes so they can't connect to their own. Yes, a lot cheaper. Okay, so we'll experiment with that once we get it, but we don't have it right now. So autocannons I usually shy away from. I guess we could go for habitats. It's probably not something we're really going to pursue, but I mean, we've got plenty of planets, so this is fine. I absolutely want to go after these guys, although they're now considered superior and equivalent to us. They've recovered pretty well. Or wait, that's the Saramo United Worlds. They are attacking the Valen regime. Okay, good to know.
Technology conceived.
Hypershield's done, and we could go for experimental subspace navigation. Or research complexes that we can build our own. And we'll do that. We'll get the research complexes done. Experimental subspace navigation is good, but it's not really super necessary right now, I feel like. The only thing it would do is get us this exotic gas. It's not that big of a deal right now. So this tech world requires a job. Obviously, we need a research lab. I would really love it if we had research nexuses available. Or like planetary supercomputers or whatever it is for a devouring swarm. Sadly, we can't do that right now. And Sabine is, of course, set up as a tech world, which mostly just reduces the researcher upkeep. Taking 1 year and costing 25 influence, 500 alloys, and 100 rare crystals. That is a lot cheaper than a gateway network. I think it's still functionally inferior to a gateway network, but it is a lot more achievable than one. Fair enough. So our economy is looking pretty good. I don't really want to coattail these guys. We could attack the Sutherian domains. I want to know where this wormhole connects. Out into the Zum Cooperative. Okay. That's a little awkward for us, for sure. We're to continue to reinforce, and we're only 641 alloys away, so we're going to be able to build our defensive stations very, very soon here. And that's absolutely great. Do we require the Elnath station? We're getting 24 from Anchorage. That would bring us down to 230, or no, 229? 229. $222. Plus another 6 ships? Okay. We're making destroyers here, so we should assume that's like plus 12. Yeah, we can actually afford to get rid of this if we wanted to. And I think I'm going to. Elnath is not necessary. We could go after the Great Spacegrass Mandate. That is something that we probably should do. They don't actually have any allies. We could do a wipe them out existential expulsion, but I think we're just going to do an absorption CB. I do want to check to see, do we need to do expulsion. That's the word. Do we need to do that to get into the crisis points? No. This is just do stuff. Okay, sounds good. So we're going to get into position for this set. We're going to take a fleet over here. Actually, we could upgrade this fleet. Do that. And we're going to take this fleet and move it down to Lyral. Cool. Low fleet cap. Yeah, I'm aware. Actually, that was only 24. Why did that drop by like 50 some? That's strange. The Anchorage was only giving us 24 fleet cap. Why did this suddenly drop so much? Regardless, it's not that big of a deal. Our economy can handle this right now. So I'm not that concerned about it. It's possible that we had like jobs switch around or something. I'm not entirely sure about that. But yeah, our fleet cap dropped more than expected. That's for sure. But that's okay. We can handle it. It's not a big deal. We're negative on food for the moment, but not very. And I think overall this is fine.
Technology conceived.
373. There we go. Okay, so we're going to move these guys on down, and we'll continue to reinforce here. We got research complexes. That's great. Energy nexus. Cool. So the energy nexus is double the bonus. Okay. That sounds good. So yeah, this is going to be 222. That's not that much more than what we've got right now. Now it's saying 221. Okay. Weirdness is ensuing. But we can grab ourselves a new tradition tree here. We could go for prosperity. That would not be a bad idea. Building upkeep, district upkeep, and then monthly energy credits, complex drone output, hive districts making more housing. That's pretty good. Expansion is another option. Starbase influence cost. New colonies starting with an additional pop would make our strategy even more efficient. Empire size from systems and colonies. I think that we eventually want to take expansion. I mean, just that pop growth speed would be really good. Starbases and defense platforms have their hull points. Yeah, I'm not too interested in that. I feel like we're doing okay offensively. And unyielding is more defensive anyway. So I'm feeling expansion right now. Let's grab expansion. And that'll give us plus 25% colony development speed, so that's great. We can go ahead and get ourselves a hive nexus on this world. I would also like to put in a food processing facility, although we're lacking in the minerals. On the month tick, we'll be able to get that. There we go. Okay. This fleet is supposed to be moving over here, but we upgraded it, and then I forgot to move it. So that's fine. We're going to move down over this way, and we're still working on reinforcing this fleet a little bit. 230. Okay. Sounds good. I definitely didn't expect to lose over 50, like 54 fleet cap from getting rid of that Anchorage. I expected 24. But it's fine. It's fine. So what do we got going on Grassy World here? We have a lot of jobs available here, and we need to move a lot of pops onto Grassy World. That's for sure. So as soon as Roman finishes colonizing, that's what we're going to do. We're going to move all of them there and then colonize Roman again. And in the meantime, we are, of course, working on some terraformation. I want to continue to do that. I'd like to find additional oversized 20 planets to terraform. There's one here that the Space Whale Matriarch is protecting. Not exactly what we're looking for there. There is, of course, Grasping Branch, which is an option. Let's do it. We'll get that started. And we're going to finish off the Great Spacegrass Mandate here. That'll be wonderful. So we're at 230 out of 198, and we've got a couple more ships to do. It had the module for anchorage as well. I assumed that that would have been counted in the Naval Cap Tooltip. It said 24 here, but maybe I'm incorrect on that. Maybe it just doesn't count it in the tooltip for whatever reason. But that's okay. It doesn't really matter all that much. We're doing fine economically. We can exceed our naval cap. This isn't a big deal. Our economy is reasonably solid, and we're going to finish up absorbing the Great Spacegrass Mandate. And then I think we might go after the Marauders here. That might be our next move. That'll be a quick and easy one that nobody will be too upset about. We would need to make sure that our science ship and construction ship was heading down here. We could also go after the Space Whale fairly soon, but let's get our construction ship heading down here. That will be necessary eventually. Okay. Yeah, we've got some Offspring class here, so that's all good. One fleet needs to be reinforced with one ship for 0 alloys. Okay, I'm assuming it's already good to go. So that's great. We definitely want to start... Well, we can get rid of this station potentially. We need to think about where we want our shipyards to be. Once we get gateways, it's not as big of a deal. We absolutely need something here. We absolutely need something here. That's definitely true. Both of those are absolutely 100% true. We need stations in both of these wormhole systems. We don't really need one in Camglaria or Eurydice for right now, or in Lyral. This is all completely okay over here for now. This station will remain, and that will become our defensive bastion over this way. Hey, there's a terraformation done. We're going to immediately colonize that. Cool. Still saying we need one ship for 0. I'm guessing that this is just a reinforcement thing. That is my current theory. But yeah, we need to terraform all of these worlds eventually. It's going to be a lot. Like, that's a lot of energy credits. And we need to fight the Union of Sutharian Domains eventually as well. But for right now, I absolutely want to declare this. They don't have anyone on their side. And this is just free. Wait, no they do. Guaranteed, a protectorate. The Union of Sutharian Domains is guaranteeing them. We only have second-hand intel. That's what's going on there. So, as a follow-up question, this is the Union of Sutharian Domains. It'll take a little time to get into position. But I feel like this is okay. How many people are in this? They're a protectorate, so presumably they're quite weak. The Silicron Savants and the Lycian League. So that's definitely a lot more spooky. They're inferior to us. It might be okay. Roman done. Yes, good call. Thank you for pointing that out. It's not. It's going to be a while yet. 3 years. 3 years yet. Okay. For some reason, I thought that it was. It feels like it should have been, right? It's been a while, but apparently not. So I do want to go after the Great Spacegrass Mandate, but, well, the question then becomes, do we care about the Lycian League? Not really. It would actually be a lot easier for us to directly attack the Caesarian domains. We would have no way of getting to their home territory. That's the core issue there. We don't have borders with the Terran hegemony. The Valon are still being attacked up here by the Ceramo. Hypothetically, what if we just straight up attacked the Ceramo? The Terran hegemony is in a defensive pact, okay? I mean, at some point we're going to have to just go after them, right? Well, the Caesarian domains, this is their protectorate, the Pelx Credonian regime. So we would be able to go after them. The time has come to pivot. Okay, so we're going to send some forces up over this way. It's going to take a long time for them to get here. Why don't you guys come on back over to Isval? Take the Valens. The problem with that is they're already occupied by the Ceramo very heavily, and we are not able to actually attack them. Like, we can't go after that war score. So we can't get a lot of that territory. I'm waiting for that war to end, and after the war ends, then we'll definitely do that. That is absolutely the plan. The Ceramo United Worlds are causing problems over there. But we're going to get in position over here. We're going to fight the Union of Caesarian Domains, since the Pelx Credonian regime, there we go. The Pelx Credonian regime here gives us access to get to the Union, maybe. Yes, it does. It gives us access to get there. So that's beautiful. We're going to head up over this direction.
Technology conceived.
It's going to take a long time to get there. But that's what we got to do. I don't think these guys going here is exactly where we want, but it's okay. I think that's fine. Energy Nexus, good to go. X-ray lasers, we'll get those going. We're negative on food right now. Can we do anything about that? The answer is not exactly. Yes, we can. This Agri World just got a job available. Perfect. So that is absolutely excellent. Okay, we are going to attack these guys as soon as we're in position, but it's going to be a long time before we get there. We have some very awkward hyperspace lanes to navigate, that's for sure. Can we do an edict to speed this up at this point? Exotic gases as fuel? I mean, that would cost us 9 exotic gases per month. I feel like we don't have enough for that. Yeah, we don't have enough for that. That wouldn't really be possible. This tech world has a job available. So we will obviously put in another research lab. What else do we need? Not a lot. Roman Prime is still a long ways from being done, about 2 years now. Okay. So yeah, this looks absolutely fine. We're going to be able to fully eat these guys probably. I want to get all of our armies all grouped up. They can group up in, like, Haishima. I want to select all of the armies. This is all of them. Okay. Onward to Haishima. Cool. So we're going to head up over there. The Blorpinator over here is done constructionating. And where do we want to take him? It's a fair question. I think we don't need it anymore. We're going to leave you in our capital, and the science ship here, I think we're going to take over to our tech world and just assist research for right now. We don't need our science ship for the moment. So that's our agri world. This is our tech world here. So we're going to head over to Zabine and assist research there. Cool. We're still losing food, but that should flip around once we get this agriculture district done. Can you make crisis corvettes? Not yet. We need to go to war in order to do that because we need to get our crisis level up. So we need to get into position up here and go to war. That is our goal. Being able to make crisis corvettes would absolutely be amazing right now, because then we'd be able to back off on our mineral buy, and that would be fantastic. This tech world here needs a job. This is a tech world, it's true. And we could definitely put in a research lab. There we go. Cool. So that all looks fantastic. No problem whatsoever there. Other than the fact that, you know, it takes approximately 1 trillion years to get up here. But we're going to be able to grab this very quickly. We're going to be able to grab Lemsa, and they've actually colonized Lemsa, which is sad, but here they are. They're building robots. Well, those are some pretty delicious robots. We're at 3K energy credits, and I'd like to do additional terraformation. This would be the next world that we'd terraform. I think banking alloys right now is a good idea. So yeah, we'll bank the alloys for the moment. The Schmortis fleet is good to go. The 001 continuity is offering us some sort of charity. 25% in all research categories for 10 years. We accept. Thanks, buddies. Well, that might make up for them telling us not to declare war in the last stream. Maybe. Maybe. Probably not. It probably won't make up for that in the slightest. So we are a ways away still. We're working on it. This is the fastest speed. We need to get our ships a little bit faster. That would help a lot. And, you know, being able to build any sort of mega structures would be nice too. We currently can't build any of those. Union of Sutharian domains can now use subjugation CB on us. Okay? Bring it. I dare you. Please do. They are currently set to equivalent to us, and that's fine. Not a whole lot going on our colonies right now. One thing we could do, though, is we could go into our volatile moats, sell a bunch of those, and that allows us to start our next terraformation. And we'll definitely get that going. The more irons in the fire we have on that, the faster this pays off. So there's habitats. Catalytic drone output would be really good. Really, really good. We're going to do that. That makes our catalytic drones just that much more efficient. We're currently negative on minerals, which I didn't exactly expect, but okay. That's probably just because we are prioritizing so hard on our energy credits, is my guess. Roman going to be done before the fleet gets into position. I suspect so. I hope so. An enigmatic guess. We're going to study it. Go ahead and research that. 2,500 engineering research. Shouldn't be too bad.
Technology conceived.
Hey, society research from brain drones. I like it. Uplifting, climate restoration. I mean, we do have a tomb world. We could get that. Sure. I would prefer ecological adaptation, but this is okay. Climate restoration will help, I guess. So how are we doing on our science anyway? A lot more physics research than anything else. Huh. We just have more physics research stations, I guess. That's fine. Some nomads. Sure. They're accusing us of being Dwemex, as they tend to do. So Roman will be done here in a little bit. It's going to be like a little bit under a year, like 11 months. That's not too bad. We're still negative on minerals, and what is consuming them? Just monthly trades. Fair enough. We're going to back off on that to like 570. That'll do the trick. I mean, we ultimately do want to back off on all of these buy and sell orders. This is all just temporary here. So we want to pull back on those when possible. This agro world needs a job, and an agriculture district is absolutely the way to go here. We'll also clear this tile blocker. And upgrade our food processing center. Beautiful. So we could use more amenities. There's no doubt about that in a lot of these locations. Amenities are kind of hard for us. We basically have to build a hive district to do it. There's a bunch of engineering research. Cool. Yeah, now we're a little bit negative in energy credits. Because we backed off. Oh, because we stopped selling minerals last month. That's what it was. Okay. Well, that's fine. No real problem there.
Technology conceived.
Yeah, now we're good. So there's X-ray lasers done. I guess we could grab basic combat rolls. That's pretty important, and we've kind of left it for a while. So we can upgrade our ships here, and we can upgrade to UV lasers. So we absolutely want to do so. And I just want to check. Yeah, we've got hyper shields level 5, but our UV lasers are not necessarily as maxed out as we'd like to be. Eventually, we're going to want to swap out some of these weapons for, you know, things like matter disruptors or whatnot. But we haven't seen any endgame Crisis factions yet, of course, since we're planning to become the Crisis, hopefully. But we need to go to war to do that. And eventually that'll happen. So we'll get all of those good to go. Oh, these are level 3 shields? Let's bump those up to level 5. Thank you very much. Level 5 here, level 5... No shields at all. Level 4. There we go. Level 3. Much better shields. Okay. So we're going to need to get some of these guys upgrading. These guys here are just sitting here, and we're just going to get them upgrading right now. These guys, I'm not going to bother upgrading them at all, because they're already past... For both of these, they're already past where they're going to be upgraded. We'll just build future ships with that level of tech, and if we get a chance to upgrade them, we will. But our fleet is almost in position now, and that is fantastic. This Forge world requires a job, and honestly, an alloy foundry is exactly what we want. I'd love to see a Ministry of Production here, but we actually need housing, so we're going to put in an industrial district. And we'll set this up manually as a Forge world. There we go. Cool. So we're almost in position for this war at this point. That is very, very good. We're incredibly happy about that. Some of these are not fully good to go yet. Wow. Sure. But we've only got a couple jumps to go here. The Lumelius is heading up over here, and that's absolutely fine. We're going to get all of these guys grouped together once they arrive here. And this should be a large enough army. Into Hashima we go, eventually. Helps if I unpause. That's usually a good way to do things.
Technology conceived.
That is basic combat rolls. Perfect. So next we're going to grab research alternatives, and with that basic combat rolls, we can go in here and we can have this set to, let's see here, range of 40, range of 50. I think we're going to go to Swarm. Picket isn't much of a, there isn't much of a point to Picket. We're going to go for Swarm there. But we actually are building ships of that type. Oh, we're upgrading. Right. Let's cancel the upgrades. Let's cancel these upgrades eventually. Once I get there. Okay. Not here. What am I doing? Cancel the upgrades. Okay. Now we can change this. So we'll just make these be Swarm. For the destroyers, they are 75 and 50 and 40 range. So their minimum range is 40. So we want to keep them actually in picket range. There we go. For cruisers, 60, 100, 60, and 75. So they can chill at line range. That'll be good. And for the Offspring Cruiser, this should be the same thing. Let's see. That's already at line. Because it was on auto upgrade. There we go. So that was the Offspring Cruiser, or the Corvette rather, now. We'll put that in Swarm. Offspring Destroyer, we will put in, this one was, I think, picket range? Yeah. Picket will do fine. And for the Offspring Cruiser, that's in line range. Okay, I think these are all good. Yes. Cool. Now we'll upgrade these. There we go. And we can see those upgrades are going pretty quick. Well, some of them were, anyway. But that's fine. Catalytic drone output has finished up. That is fantastic. We're going to go for cruiser hull points next. Okay. This is all great. We're looking good economically, although I do want to change this. We're still band-aiding our economy, to be clear. Some of these stations are less necessary than others, but we'll just go ahead and put in like an Offspring outlook here and a gun battery, missile battery, just to be on the safe side up here. Okay. Any jobs to be done here? The answer is no, none at all. Cool. This fleet is almost in position. Now, it does need upgrading, but this should be a strong enough fleet for now. This fleet is still upgrading. It's about half done. And this one, when it arrives, we will go ahead and upgrade it as well. So that'll be fine. The Zoom Cooperative declared us their rival. They are Democratic Crusaders, and they look absolutely delicious. It's wonderful. Kill the Roman colony. Let's see. Move the pops. Yes, you are right. You are right. That is something that needs to happen. We need to move these pops, and we are going to resettle, well, just this pop anyway. We're going to resettle this pop onto Grassy World. That costs 200 influence, but that's fine. We are wasting influence, and then we're going to recolonize this. Cool. There we go. Good call. I had actually temporarily forgotten about that, so thank you. Still saying we need to reinforce one ship for 0. I'm still guessing that that's a reinforce, like this ship here, perhaps? I'm guessing that's what's happening there. So we're almost in position here. I'm waiting at this point for our upgrades to finish. We're not going to upgrade one of our fleet, but the other two I do want upgraded. So we're at 96% here. 98... 99, and 100. Cool. Now the next one will begin upgrading, and we should definitely consider upgrading this Starhold. Like, we should get more shipyards here. That's definitely a thing that we should do. We'll get that going, and I would like to bank more alloys. That would be amazing. Anything going on for jobs? Nope. Nothing for jobs. We could probably declare this without waiting for the Lumelius Starfleet. Probably. We would let this finish upgrading, and in the meantime, one of our fleets would push in over this way, and the other would push in over here. We do need to get our armies moving over towards Weezer. That is absolutely something that needs to happen. But I'm starting to get pretty itchy about declaring this war. I really, really do want to. I think this is super necessary. We're at 20%. The question is there any point in declaring this war before this fleet is in position? I think the answer to that is no. So we may as well wait at this point on getting these ships upgraded. We need to get our... I'm really upset at these robots. I am really upset at these robots right now. Really? Right now? I was about to declare. Oh, man. I'm very upset. 23-22. That trigger finger be itching. Yeah, I was about to pull it. And the robots are very angry.
Technology conceived.
20 years. Oof. Oof. Eat the robots. Yes, I would love to eat the robots. Sadly, they are overwhelming. Yeah. That sucks. That really, really sucks. Like, I'm actually fairly upset about that. 20 years, just as we were about to declare this. We just got everything all set up. Once again, if this wasn't Iron Man, I would go back to the autosave and just do it. I seriously would. Sadly, it's Iron Man, and we don't have the option to do that. Unless, technically, we do have the option to do that. Technically, we do. Because it hasn't saved since they did that. So technically, if I were to Control-Alt-Delete and force quit the game right now, we would reload at the last autosave before they warned us. Do you guys want me to do that? I can do that. Let me know if you want me to do that. I'll just hold here for a bit. I could put up a poll, but I don't think there's really that much of a point. So just let me know. What do you guys think? Do you want to go back to the last autosave before they warned us? It's currently May. If we go to June, at the end of this month, that's when the autosave goes in. What do you guys think? Personally, I'm in favor of it. But I'm not going to take an action like that if you guys don't want it. Let me prepare for it, though. Gotta love that sweet, sweet stream delay. Pull it? We could. We definitely could. So let me do it. That's cheating. I mean, kinda, but also, this is the second time these guys have warned us. And that's like half of the overall game here, that we've not been able to go to war with a super aggressive faction here. Like, that's 40 out of the 100 years that we've been playing this. 40% of the game. It would make the stream more fun. I agree. So I'm okay with doing that. I do think it would be more fun. And honestly, I don't feel like this is that much cheating, honestly. Mostly because these guys are just being jerks and they're not stopping us from doing anything. They're just making the game more boring. Like, that's literally all it is. So, let's see what you guys want to do. Sounds like you want to do that. I do want to do that. I think that would be the better way to go about this. I just think that that would be a lot more fun to go that route. Well, it sounds to me like you guys are not too bothered. I mean, 20 years is a really long time. That's the thing. Under most circumstances, normally when I play Stellaris, I wouldn't care about that, really. But with this particular race, I kind of do. I kind of do. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. We are going to force quit Stellaris here. Okay. So there's Stellaris force quit. And let's load it up. And I'm pretty sure that we can get in there before they warned us. I'm pretty sure. We're going to try. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I just think it's going to be a lot more interesting of a stream if we do it this way. Like, seriously, 40% of our playtime so far has been under a warn. That's a little bit sad. So let's hop on in here and see what we've got. I'm pretty sure we've not been warned at the time of this autosave. Reload the save. Okay. Yep, we've already done that. So let's see if we were, in fact, warned at this point. Oh, we were. Sad. It autosaved in April. And apparently, that did count. I thought that we paused it quickly enough. Sorry about that. That's a bit of a digression then. Well, we tried. We tried. Here we are back again, and there's just not a lot we can do. Hypothetically, what happens if we do declare this? Like, what happens if we ignore these guys? Failing to obey this demand will likely bring retribution. In what form? Will they declare on us? Maybe we should just try it. I'm tempted to just try it. We have terrible relations, minus 954. Last month it changed by 0. Obviously, we can't do anything about that. Would they intervene? Or would they just get upset? If they would just get upset, it's not a big deal. If they would intervene, it kind of is. But I don't technically know. It just says, will likely bring retribution. Honestly, I'm thinking we go for it. What's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is they join in. And then we just immediately surrender, right? Like, that would be the overall concept there. I feel like this is the way to go. I also feel like this is a giant mistake, and this might kill this particular game. We'll see. We'll see. What are they going to do? Okay. At last. I agree, at last. We're going to tick forward a day. And we're going to head on in over here. We're going to take over Lemsa. And we're going to head over to the Kerbal system with just these guys. And we're going to go grab this territory back. Okay. So far, no word from the robots. Let's see. Okay. Preparing for a deployment of war assets. They will likely react very negatively to our failure. Well, we're going to find out. How do we roll? They now can use the punishment CB on us. We'll see if they do. If they do, we're going to have a problem. But I just want to see. I've never actually done this before, so we'll find out. This is one of those what could possibly go wrong moments. Okay. So far, so good. They haven't done anything yet. Strap in is going to be a bumpy ride. I expect that. I'm honestly surprised they didn't declare on us already. I'm quite surprised about that one. So we're going to back off to Polaris and go take that. The Lumelius will be upgraded soon. Now, we can't take these guys if they decide to go to war with us. We also can't do anything to try to make them not. They're set to angry. But so far, they haven't done anything. That likely will change in the future. Now, if they could just, like, enforce peace, I wouldn't be upset. After we get our territory back, that would be okay. We could take back the territory that it wasn't supposed to take from us in the first place. We'll see what they do. So far, it's a lot of nothing. These guys are still upgrading. They're about 90% done. We're planning no opposition if these guys declare on us. None at all. But we'll see.
Technology conceived.
Auxiliary fire control finishing up. And we'll take, I don't know, subspace sensors next. That'll be fine. Okay, we got Polaris, and let's see here. This is all defensive platform. Lemsa is what? All defensive as well. Okay, sounds good. Those space amoebas are just kind of chilling. That's fine. So, are they going to do, like, economic sanctions? What's happening here? So far, nothing. Maybe they're debating it. In whatever their legislature is. Their robot legislature. So far, they haven't done anything. Foreshadowing. Yes, I I fully expect them to do things. But so far, they haven't. If they're just going to let us do this, I'm super happy.
Our void hive is under attack.
But I'd be surprised if they are. No sign yet.
Construction is complete.
Hey, now we have an extra 2 shipyards here. Sounds good. We'll get that going. We're going to need to reinforce this fleet. That's absolutely fine. We will absolutely do so. And we're going to head into Lemsa and take that as soon as we can. I wonder if we're going to aggro these space amoebas. I don't think so. But we'll find out. So we're going to take our territory back. So far, no action from the robots. Okay. Well, so far I'm happy with this. That will likely change. Oh, we're going to have all of our 3 fleets grouped together in this constellation. I didn't notice that. There's no connection up here? I didn't notice that either. I think we didn't have that information previously. I expected this to connect up over here. Why did they have an isolated constellation? That's very silly. Okay. Well, we'll take this over as best we can. Maybe we can... We can't experimentally subspace navigate, and we can't do that with military anyway. There's no way the robots are going to let us into their territory. I can tell you that right now. Maybe don't take this one. Yeah, that might be a good idea to not take that one. Too close to them. Yeah, that might not be a terrible concept. Maybe we just chill here for the moment and don't take Goal either. Although that's a colonized place, so we can just not invade that. In theory. It is a little bit tempting fate if we take these systems. I agree. They just have that not colonized. Huh. We're going to chill here for the time being. This is fine. I'm going to also upgrade this starport. Okay, so at this point we want to grab our construction ship, come grab this mining station out over here. And we definitely want to colonize over here. Cool. We can also get another terraformation going, and this one will be amazing. We want to terraform that to a tropical world. There we go. They only have the single 229k fleet. I mean, that single fleet is more than enough to deal with us, but I expected them to have multiple fleets. Huh. We should grab our science ship and bring that up over here to survey the system. There's probably something in that system that has prevented them. Nanite interdictor, huh? Or 1500 alloys? We're taking the interdictor. Thanks. So where is that? This guy. 1.7k. And what has it got? Energy spheres and nanite fighters? Cool. For now, we will position that up over here. That'll be fine. We'll get that incorporated into one of our fleets, most likely. Probably the Schmordis. Well, actually, no. The Pomplus. We'll move that into the Pomplus. So something kind of like this. There we go. And the Pomplus is now going to be over cap. What class of ship is this? It's a cruiser. Okay. So for the Pomplus, we will hop into the fleet manager and drop down the number of cruisers by 1, although we can't. So we're going to drop a destroyer and a corvette to compensate. That'll be fine. Cool. She of the Void has a message for you. If you so desire, you may now hire some of our fleets as mercenaries. Our crews are disciplined and will obey your instructions as long as you can meet our prices. This is an incredible gift that she has bestowed upon you. Do not squander it. Okay. So we can hire some mercs from them. Not that we're going to need them.
We have claimed a new nest.
So there's no connection here.
Hostile swarm engaged.
Now, they could theoretically attack us over this way through Guher, which is why I upgraded Guher. Your army didn't take the planet. You're correct. They engaged this over here. I was hoping they wouldn't, but yeah, they did. In fact, we're going to want them to probably retreat here.
Our construction is complete.
That does make me sad that they engaged this, but it's okay. So I think we're going to come in. Well, actually, is that going to be close enough that this engages the starbase? Yes, it is. Now, they are attacking the army, but they're now going to pass through and go for the starbase. Cool. We did lose a lot of our army there, which is sad, but the starbase can eliminate this, and once the nanite interdictor comes in, it'll finish the job if it's not already done. Yeah, this is fine. Not a problem here. The army will get that eventually, in theory, and for now, we could grab alloy nanoplants, potentially, and alloy processing facilities. Alloys from the surface are further processed in orbit, creating usable materials from what would otherwise be wasted byproducts. I'm not sure what exactly that creates, but we'll find out. So we'll eliminate this last amoeba. There we go.
Our construction is complete.
And these guys are ordered to land on the planet. Should be fine. Okay, so we have no real way to get up here. I was hoping that we would be able to get through here, but sadly that is not the case.
Planetary infestation begun.
Good to know.
Technology conceived.
First encounter with Chi aliens, huh? I wonder where that is. Well, we'll just go ahead and first contact them, and we can take a look at our crisis setup here. We now have 246 crisis menace, and that's great. To get the threat, we need 1,000, so we need quite a bit more, but that's okay. We are annexing locations. And if the robots aren't going to stop us, gateway travel, yes, please. If the robots aren't going to stop us, then this is great. I'm super happy with it. Forge subsidies, resource processing center, yes, please. That's really good too. Our tech is starting to really come around. I like it. Absolutely great. So we have this planet taken now. And we have a newly founded colony here. We, of course, require an offspring nest. We'll put that in. What do we got going on for jobs? This generator world. Sure, we could absolutely get a generator district, although it would be even better if we were to put in an energy grid right now. There we go. That'll solve that problem. This tech world requires a hive nexus, and it's got chemical plants and research labs destroyed on it, but we can come back to that. No problem whatsoever there. Okay. Now, do we have any way at all of getting out here? No, we really, really don't. Hyper relays, dude. I don't have hyper relays. That was just activation. Okay, there's the war. So, I don't care about this. They would humiliate us, reducing our influence gain and pop happiness, and is forced to revoke all of our claims that we don't have and don't need on them. Our war goal does not permit us to surrender. What? Do we have to tick? Update that? Oh, we don't have a war goal set. That's what it is. Yeah, we're being attacked by a fallen empire. We need to set a war goal. We're going to humiliate. And now we just surrender. This is just free. I mean, sure, our influence gain goes down. I don't care about that. We have so much influence. And we don't have any claims on their territory. The only thing that this hurts us for is pop happiness. That's it. Literally the only thing. And that's okay. We're out of here. Punishment process complete. Self-defense protocols ended. Punitive protocols initiated. Cool. No problem. No problem at all. Now we can move up over here. We should be truced with these guys. Oh yeah, we're fine for 10 years at least. That was not a problem at all. I'm completely okay with that. We should go after these guys next. Absolutely. In your tech, you rolled hyper relays. Let me check. I saw gateways and immediately jumped to that because gateways is really, really good. Oh yeah, hyper relays. Yeah, let's do it. Let's grab that. Fantastic. We lost this war. We quote unquote lost. I would argue that we did not lose that war. I would argue that we just didn't care about that war. Oh, we have open borders through them for the duration of the truce too. This is so good. That was so good for us. Wow, okay. That was incredible. We're really, really happy about that. That worked out amazingly well. Absolutely phenomenal. So we're going to need to bring our fleet up here, our army rather, and land on Star Nest. Cool. What do they got there? 0. So that's just free. Okay, we're going to head up over this way then. Open borders. Oh man. We're in so much better of a position than we were before they declared war. Like, seriously. They tried to punish us, and we feel punished. We feel very, very punished. Oh, that was amazing. I love it. That was so good. So we could definitely use replenishing our ships a bit. There we go. Swarm on top. Yeah, that was really, really good. I'm very happy about it. So, I mean, as far as the hyper relays go, we definitely have, like, our pathways are fairly linear here. We can definitely set up a pretty easy hyper relay network. Went from hopeless to opportunity. Yeah, it was so nice. Hi, Shroud Witches. Nice to meet you. Okay, so we're going to grab this. The Maurice are upset at us. These robots are, they're still angry, to be fair. But they're kind of being bros right now. They gave us research. They, punished us for declaring the war. We were never, ever going to get this passage through their territory without that war. There was no way that that could have possibly happened.
We have claimed a new nest.
So yeah, overall, I'm really happy with the way that played out. That was really good. Went from hopeless to opportunity. Exactly. So we're going to take what we can up here, and we're going to completely surround the 001 continuity. What could possibly go wrong with that? We're also going to survey this star, but again, I do expect that there's something here. Absolutely. Now, we need to put in an offspring outlook, gun missile battery, and upgrade that to a starhold. I do expect that they try to attack through the mandate. I don't know if they have access, but they probably can get it. We're just going to continue pushing through here, and the Pomplus is going to go to Parsecs. Excellent. So that is absolutely fine. I'm not seeing any problems here right now. This war is looking amazing. We get all of our territory back, and we're getting a bunch more. The end of the Holy Antheri Assembly. Cool. Earthquake? Okay, that's fine. Sure, we lose 10% pop happiness. That is a thing. But, hang on. Do hive mind pops even have happiness? I just thought of that. Let's take a look here. Let's see. We've got this guy here. We've got amenities that they need. Sure. But it's deviancy. and stability. I think that we don't even have pop happiness because we're hive mind. So I think we lost literally nothing from that. I'm pretty sure that we don't have happiness. Exciting. That is amazing. Engineer beauty, cool. Plus 10 flat amenities, always nice. This fringe planet here is really more of an industrial world than anything else. I would like to put in... Do we not have the tech just yet? No. Resource processing center here. Yeah, we don't have that yet. Okay, so for now, all we're going to put in is an industrial district there. That'll be fine. And I think we finished a terraformation. I think I right-clicked it just now. Yes, out over here. So we need to colonize that. Wonderful. We're holding here in case they attack this way, and then these guys are up over here attacking. This is great. We're in such a good position right now. After we're done with this, we'll come grab this if it's not occupied. I do fully expect that there's something there. Hyper relays are now done, and we'll take a look at those in a moment. Positronic implants is what we'll go for. Okay, so hyper relays. Okay. Though useless on its own, a chain allows significantly faster transit times between adjacent systems. Okay, so essentially you build roads of them. Got it. I'm going to produce a construction ship out of our capital right now. And we can start connecting up some roadways here. So that'll be okay. No problem there. I'm not sure why they're sending an army in here. It's going to get completely destroyed. Okay. I also see that Delta Refuge, they did a very good job of refuging people. Fantastic. In fact, I think that's the way it works with these. Yeah, Central Processing is the same way, and Beta Refuge, yeah, those are all ruined ring sections. It's only Alpha Refuge that's still alive. Gamma Refuge is all ruined as well. Yep, as expected. Starbase influence cost, I don't really care about, but new colonies starting with an additional pop, I absolutely do. So that is great. And at this point, we should head down over this way, but we can't actually see it. That's a little odd that we can't see that one, but I think... Space Amoeba? Oh, that's not too bad. We can actually just go clear out that Space Amoeba real quick. Alloy nanoplants done. We can get battleships and citadels. I think we'll go for citadels first, and then battleships. Should be fine. We have the Blarp Starfleet here. That's just a Corvette. We'll move that into the Pomplus. And the Pomplus should move up over this way. We're going to be landing on Star Nest very soon. And yeah, we're going to be able to push into a lot of this. Now, they're very unlikely to enforce peace for a while. So this is great. We're going to get a lot out of this. We still can't get into here. Okay. We're going to need a science chip for that, I guess. We'll push out over this way. Not sure why we need a science chip to get into here. Maybe once we take over this world here. Maybe. Do we have an available envoy? Yes, we do. Toss him on in there. Cool. So the Pomplus will move up to Brune's Singularity. We're landing on goal now, and there's still nothing there. They have no defenses whatsoever, so this will just instantly end. I do think we need to have our general in there. I'm not sure why he wasn't, but okay. And this is going great. These guys, once again, can't move down over this way. Oh, we probably can't see into there because it's a nebula. I bet that's what it is. Probably. Well, we'll head down over this way, perhaps. The first Stellar Fleet is here, and they have the Strategic Readiness Fleet right behind, so they're actually like 15k. We may actually want to back off here and wait for this fleet to finish up in this area. So we back off to, like, Oblion. Let's do that for the time being, and we'll take care of all of this stuff over here. This fleet is finishing off these space amoebas. There we go. And we will survey this system and research the projects as well. As soon as you're done there, you can move up over here. Or you can build hyper relays from the right-click menu. That's really convenient, actually. I like it. So we're going to head on in over this way. We should definitely set up a hyper relay network after we are done with this war. That is definitely a thing that should be done. We can also grab ourselves habitability. Habitability is pretty good. Brune's Singularity under our control, and we'll head over here. We also see a prism over here that we could eliminate, so we could just come in something like this, bring these guys back to here, and then over to Oblion. Along the lines of that. So they're here right now. Looks like we've got plenty of time. Not seeing any real issues here right now. We don't have an offspring nest here, and that does need to be fixed. Offspring nest. There it is. First contact event. Sounds good. Okay.
Our hive is under attack.
So we have eliminated this prism, I believe. Yeah, the prism is gone. Yeah, they're up over here. That's to be expected. For now, we are yielding a little bit of territory here to buy time for this fleet to finish up on this side. And also, if we fight them here, we'll be in a much better position, after all. We do have the gun batteries, and that's just a lot of raw stats on these stations, so this will be a better position for us. That said, I would like to try to swap this over, but we can't. We don't fully control this. 61, 31, 51, 16. These are not bad. Okay. So we're going to eliminate this starbase very quickly here. And apparently their construction ship. Cool.
Our space hive is lost.
Yeah, they're going to attack over here. That's obvious that that's going to happen. We're actually going to back off to Parsecs. We're going to make them push through Oblion. This is okay. We just need to buy a little bit more time.
We have assimilated knowledge.
Cool. Amoeba stuff. We're a little negative on our energy credits. Let's check in on our jobs real quick here. This agro world could actually get a generator district. We'll do that for now. We'll probably swap that later on. And we could do the same thing here. That should solve the problem. Cool.
Technology conceived.
Habitability plus 5%. Sounds good. Next, we're going to go for the... none of these are great. We'll go for gene modification, but it's not strictly speaking necessary. They're actually going to construct over here. That's awkward. I guess that's okay. I'm not too concerned about that. They headed down over here. They're going to go to, like, Theta Scorpii? Or Theta Scorpii, rather. Interesting. Well, this mining station will finish up soon enough.
We have claimed a new nest.
Yeah, they're right here. Not too bad. No reinforcement to be done. And these guys are going to be up over here soon. They're going to finish that up. We're going to have to come back over this way eventually. But for now, this seems fine. So one thing that I do want to do is we probably want to get some of this stuff going temporarily when we actually fight the big fight here. 2 generator districts? Sounds good. That's on Grasping Branch. So we're going to head down over to here and colonize that. There we go.
Our hive is under attack.
Yeah, they're attacking Theta Scorpii. That's fine. This is completely and totally okay. If they come down this way, that's less okay. But I'm hoping that they don't. I hope they attack that starbase first. That'll get us time to come back over here. We'll see what they do. They're just sitting here. Okay, now they're moving. They're coming to Delta Refuge. Okay. That does hurt us. But by how much? Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do this. We are at plus 12 volatile motes. So we could definitely do volatile reactive armor. Just for free right now. Yeah, that doesn't count towards our edicts fund. We can toggle those on and off at will these days. I'm thinking about maybe moving these guys into here so we can try to take advantage of any mistakes that they make with their movement. So far, they haven't made any. That doesn't mean that they won't. Okay, we're going to head in here. These guys are jumping out. I mean, if we can catch part of this fleet and not the whole fleet, that is a big deal. There's no leader here, and we should probably move this guy in. They're attempting to jump out, and they likely will make it. Wait. They're turning. This fleet is still moving away. This is huge. This is huge. They did make a mistake with their movement. Okay.
We have surveyed the system.
So we were just able to eliminate 2 of their fleets here. Well, I mean, we made them go missing anyway. They're not going to be on the field for a while. That's a huge, huge deal. Okay. This other fleet. What is it doing? It is coming back. It doesn't need to do this. This is a mistake. It should not do this. It should be attacking us right now. But it's coming back. Now, they do have this fleet that is on its way in. It's going to be too late. We are right here and intercepting their big fleet. They have massively mismanaged this. This is unspeakably huge. And they're out of here. Now, I'd love to take out this fleet. They have this one here, but it doesn't matter. None of these fleets up here matter. This is all fine. Okay, so our army needs to be coming to Oblion. I thought that I had it coming this way already, but we didn't. We just invaded Gull. We need to head up here, for sure. That absolutely does need to happen. So this fleet is just chilling here. And we are here. We're going to eliminate them. So that's huge. We've done so much damage to them in the last couple minutes here. Okay, so at this point, we can't go here. We can head up to Demis with both of these. That's fine.
Our construction is complete.
What are they going to do from here? They're inferior. These guys are pathetic. There's nothing. They're not going to do anything. This war is over. It's just a matter of time. We're going to start reinforcing, and just like that, we're good to go. Or almost good to go. We're lacking 431, apparently, but that's fine. Yeah, that worked really, really well. I'm very happy with that. This generator world does require a generator district. We'll go ahead and put that in. And are these guys just sitting here too? They are. They're just chilling. Cool. We'll eliminate this, and we'll take these guys out of here. Perfect. Declare rivalry from these guys. Hilarious. We're probably going to go after them next, is my guess. So we're going to attack over here, eliminate this fleet next. And there's basically nothing they can do about this. Now, we can't get into this nebula currently. We would need our science ship up here for that. And we actually should come up here and explore this. Although, we should also grab this debris first and then explore this. Cool. So we're going to grab this starbase. No problem. They're at 83% war exhaustion right now. Who is this? The Silicron Savants are preparing to declare war on us. Where are they? The influence sphere down here? Okay, yeah. Silicron Savants over this way. They're pathetic to us. I don't think they're actually going to declare war on us. If they do, the plan would be to move this fleet down to here. Something like this. That would be the plan. We'll see if they actually do. I doubt it. We're going to take this fleet and head to Elor, and the other fleet is going to go up over towards Succubus's Brawl. And that'll be fine. There's seriously no problem here. This is going very well. So we're going to go grab Parsax, and then out to Paunia. Then back to Oblion. It's going to take these guys a very, very long time to get back. So that's definitely something to think about. So we're going to move to the VMAS system.
Technology conceived.
Okay, auto research technologies we don't care about necessarily, but planetary supercomputers we do, and 5% research speed is very good as well. We eliminate another small fleet here. I'm not sure how big of a fleet it was. Pretty small. And we can just get to Devasa. So that would be the overall plan here at this point. So we push up over this way to Devasa. These guys, they're kind of done here for now. They can come to Devasa as well. Hey, a newly founded colony. Now that's in the Roman system. So we want to resettle this over to, like, Grassy World. And those pops go over. There we go. And we're going to resettle Roman. Sweet. 2 free pops. Let's check on Grassy World, see if we can build anything, but there's no way. We need 57 more pops here. So yeah, that's not going to happen. Cool. 100 alloys? Are you talking about monthly? I mean, yeah, we've been working on developing our monthly alloy production. I would absolutely love to bring it up even higher. Resource Processing Center would be good, but we need a hive nexus for that, and so we'll just build an industrial district for now. We got this captured. We're going to head over to Paunia, and once there, we will land here.
Technology conceived.
So they're in Devasa right now, and this is fine. We can win this. Both of these fleets are going to move in eventually. One of them goes first, and then the other. The weaker one goes first. I guess that's fine, though. We catch this fleet here and just immediately eliminate it. Yeah, they lost almost all of those ships. So that's great. Gene modification points. And we are going to go for, I think, clearing tile blockers. We may as well get that out of the way. I want to see if we can tell these guys to just wait. I would prefer to wait for the reinforcements. There they are. Okay. Now we can go in. They're attacking us. Okay. Not what I would be doing in this situation, but sure. They are going to get destroyed very quickly. Cool. We will not be denied. Our mini bodies bristle with renewed vigor, and our flesh ripples with potential for the future. Never before have we felt as empowered by our own deeds as in this very moment. This is the way. We can now build menacing corvettes. So the cool thing about menacing corvettes is if we go into here, we can look at our menacing corvettes. These cost minerals, not alloys. That is a huge deal. And really, really cool. So we have subspace sensors, and we'll have these be probably swarm. It could get away with being picket range. Sure, we'll be picket range. We're definitely going to do afterburners on these. These are corvettes, after all. No shields, because they're corvettes, and plasteel armor. The Ugligator class. Cool. So we can get those now. We don't have to, but we can. And if things start looking grim, we will. So Devasa is now under our control. We can go to Atropodon, and they have some of their forces here. These guys are badly in need of repair. We have mauled them extraordinarily badly. They're at 100% war exhaustion now. And that's great. We can end this war anytime we want. We're going to get our last few ships building, still with alloys. And I thought I told you to build the starbase here. Let's get that done. We don't have an offspring nest over here, and a rogue drone is doing some raiding. That's rude. We'll look at that in a moment. We would need to build an offspring nest there, and where's that rogue drone? 795, all the way down here. Okay. I mean, they're going to defeat this, but what are they going to be able to do about that? Is that going to make us lose this system? Maybe. I don't actually know. Oh, wait. This is having that repair situation. Sure. It can be known as Kither 3. Or Kither 2, rather. This is having the repair situation. They may not be able to destroy this. Get those two gateways. You're talking about the gateway here and the gateway somewhere. I'm not sure where the other gateway is. Yeah, we're definitely going to get the gateway in chocks. That is the plan. We go into here, and then we would come down to here and have them choke pointed. We would need to get this out of the way if they... Oh, that's actually a shroud tunnel, not a gateway. Okay. So that's the thing. I wonder if they can still use the shroud tunnel after we take control. I guess we'll find out. It'd be really awkward if they could. I want to check in down here, see how this station is doing. They've gotten it down to about half armor. Actually, not even. A relief for the citizens of Grassy World, because the enigmatic cache left. Okay, here we go. A veiled tunnel. Something waits in the chalk system. A veiled passage, cut from the fabric of spacetime, is horizon rippling with psionic energy. Sensor data is erratic, but the hive has been disturbed. A persistent feeling of being watched pervades us, the distinct sense that something looms just beyond the tunnel's mouth. Despite the frustrating lack of useful telemetry, it seems clear that we've stumbled on a passage through uncharted reaches. A dangerous path, yet the rewards may be great. On the tunnel's far side lies a distant corner of the galaxy. What mysteries lie beyond the veil? We'll see. Devasa 2. Yeah, there is a gateway in Devasa. We are going to get that, for sure. We've not gone back to Saunus, and we should actually do that.
Our construction is complete.
But we need to hit here first. This is the highest importance, in my opinion. I want to have control over this shroud tunnel, and this is a hyper relay that they're building here. Okay, cool. That's fine. So we'll eliminate this fleet, no problem. And take over the station. There we go. And we are, of course, going to need to repair as much as we can, or rather rebuild as much as we can. But we are, for now, going to... Actually, I want to check. So we can't travel through this unless we have psionic theory or an active shroud beacon. And there's no known destination. Okay. We'll see if they come back through it. But we're going to head up over here, grab that, and then our other fleet is going to head down to Franfred. Cool. So how's this going? They've almost gotten through the armor. Almost. I don't think they're going to win this. Although we've done barely any damage to them, now that I look at it, that is true. At this point of the battle, here's the question. If we look at the actual station here. They are not really getting through the armor. And the armor and hull are both regenerating. Okay, now they are through the armor. That's going to be a bit of a nail-biter for them. Because now they have to get through both the armor and hull regenerating. Okay, these guys did declare their war. Okay, so we're going to head down with this fleet. I didn't actually expect them to declare. They are not powerful. Do they have powerful friends? Why did they do this? The Zum Cooperative and the Valen regime. Pathetic, and these guys are pathetic. Okay, so we can get out of this war anytime we want. Here's what we're going to do. Where are the Zum? The Zum are... I don't know. The Silicon Savants are over here. We know that the Valon are up here. And I don't know actually where the Zum are. The Zum Cooperative, way out here. So the Zum Cooperative is probably not going to be a thing for us. We can send this fleet after the Silicon Savants. Once this fleet finishes up in Saunus, we can send it over after the Valon regime. And at that point, well, we definitely need to come over here and take Devasa. So we're going to land here. I do agree that we want Devasa. And we take up to Franfrid. We just hold here with these guys. We hold here. And then we piece this out as soon as we have Devasa and Oblion. We should grab Oblion on the way through. So we go to Nutka's Nest. And that'll be just free. And then we head up over here to Devasa, grab that. And that'll be fine. Okay. That looks great to me. So this war, I don't think is very threatening, in all honesty. I really, really don't. This is also not amazingly threatening. They're not really making any progress here.
Conceived.
We just got planetary supercomputers, so that's great. And we're going to grab advanced combat roles next. Cool. And then we're going to go to this tech world here, and we're going to immediately put in a planetary supercomputer. Fantastic. We're going to get a lot more science out of that. And that's great. I'm very, very happy about this. So we grab this here. And I'm okay with continuing to reinforce these guys. Grab this starbase. There we go. And then we're going to head over to the Valon regime. Sounds good. We've not seen them move through here. I do not believe that they can.
A new nest is born.
So that's great. Our science ship is still on the way over here. We can still grab these areas. So we're currently researching that debris, but we explore that and then explore this and then explore this and then come back and research this project and research this project like that. Okay. Tile blocker clearance, and we will grab capital buildings, resources from jobs. Cool. It will increase upkeep, but that's okay. We're fine with that. Okay. I think we're in a good position here. Yeah, they declared war on us, but they don't seem too interested in doing too much about it. Well, the Valon regime has sent one fleet out over this way. For now, I'm not too concerned about that. We don't really... Oh, the Zum Cooperative. Right. They moved through this wormhole. Yes, that would be a thing. How much longer can you travel through the Fallen Empire? It was a 10-year truce. This is for another 4 years, is the answer. Okay. So the Zum Cooperative is, of course, going to be a bit of a problem for us, but they are inferior, actually. We're going to need to respond to this. So getting out of this war will be a pretty big priority. We may want to think about building a fleet out over here out of menacing corvettes. And I'm going to get one started. A menacing fleet will be able to deal with this. And yes, we're going to exceed our naval cap, but that's okay. So, when is that menacing ship going to finish? There it is. And we're going to grab ourselves like 80 here. Now, we're not actually going to build this up to the cap, I don't think. How many is this going to be? Let's check. Okay, like 16. That's fine. So we'll get that started. That's okay. And unfortunately, I hate to say it, but this is like, I think, the correct time to stop here for today. I'm definitely wanting to come back to this with tomorrow's stream, for sure. But it is about time to stop here. And it's a bit of a cliffhanger for sure. But we've pretty much got this war wrapped up. All we need is a little bit more time to get this stuff up over here. And at that point, we can turn on the Valon and on the Zum and on the Silicron Savants over here. So that will absolutely be great, I think. We can, well, this is going to be hard to get around over here, but we can grab some of this stuff anyway. And that'll be fine. I'm quite pleased with that, all things considered. So I think I'm going to stop here for right now, and I will take this time to give a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including I don't have the notepad open, and Casserole, and Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Rose Valentine, Nick Smarty, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, click the join button below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.